AESI, ex-Joint Secretary of AESI. At present, he is a General Secretary of AESI, a life member of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Teachers Welfare Association Nagpur, a life member of Vidarbha Sahitya Sangha, a life member of Young Teachers Association Nagpur, and many more. He is a scholar par excellence and a genuine researcher. He has guided more than half a dozen scholars for their doctoral research besides that. He is a well-known writer and a poet. Many of his poems have been published in international level books. He writes not only in English but also in Marathi, and he has achieved a distinction as a very well-known Marathi poet. He has published around 100 research papers in national and international journals and attended more than 100 conferences and delivered more than 100 invited talks. His profile is very long and it might take me more than an hour to highlight it. I heartily welcome him and look for his guidance and motivation on this occasion. Now, I would like to invite our today's guest, Dr. Manish Wankhede, to proceed the session with the topic Mastering Language. I extend warm and exuberant welcome to you, sir, on behalf of Prana College of Commerce. Now, over to Dr. Manish Wankhede, sir.
Okay, madam. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am very thankful to Principal Dr. Praveen Joshi, sir, and all your team and all the participants. I have to talk about mastering language, and just I am going about to talk him, but I gave the title "M at the Sky." At the end, you will find three other words that is related to the personal development and communication skill. And so to go for the communication skill, that is really how to master any language. See, Portia Nelson on learning to do better, how we can, how everyone can do better in everybody's life. I walk down the street, there is a hole. I don't see it, I fall in. It isn't my fault. It takes a very long time to get out. So now this is being presented here because how do we look at the things? Whether we take it positively or negatively, and there is a difference between the positivity and negativity. So anybody falls in the street, so whose fault is it? That is the question, and therefore we must have to concentrate over it. What's my fault? Whether I am at fault or not, and if I find my fault is there, then I must have to overcome from that fault. For the stanza is, I walk down the same street, there is still a deep hole. I pretend not to see it. See, I pretend not to see it. I fall. I pretend it's still not my fault. It takes a long time to get out. Once again, there is the positivity and negativity. If the positivity facing all the problem in every moment of life, everyone can come out of that problem. Everyone can face that problem and overcome it. Next stanza is, I walk down the same street, there is still the same deep hole. I see it, I fall in anyway. It's a habit. I get out quicker this time. And so, whatever the problem come in the life of anybody else, if we try to find out that yes, there are some problems and I have to find out what problems are there and how I can overcome all those problems. And if I concentrate, if I miss anybody else, if concentrates on it, what are the problems, how to face and how to overcome, then it can be decided by the person. Next time I will say, down the same street, there is a deep hole, I see it, I walk around it, I don't fall in, I walk down different street. And so when we get aware of the problems, the deep holes in our life, in our street, and if we try to find out, yes, there is a problem, there is a hole, then I have to walk around it. And if I do it, if anybody does it, ultimately that problem can be solved. So, on being responsible, whatever we have to do, what language we have to master, and what we have to do then. So, on being responsible, who is responsible? Everybody has to be responsible for that. I believe I am responsible for, number one, to be loyal to my values. Means whatever the values I have to keep in my hand and heart, then ultimately I have to concentrate. I must believe that yes, these are the values. With all those values, I must be connected with them. Then to please myself first. What we have to do? If we want to be very loyal to the values in life, then definitely we have to please ourselves first, and then to rid myself to anger and resentment. What resentment is there in my heart and mind? Why anger is? What kind of anger is there, and why that anger is there? If I or anybody concentrate over it, then the problem, whatever the problem may be in the life, can be solved. Next, to express my ideas and feelings instead of stuffing them. Yes, there may be the ideas, very fine ideas, very nice views, but we must not just stuff all those ideas, all those feelings only in our heart and mind, but we have to express them in our action, in our saying also. Next point is to keep in touch with friends. Friends means who are friends? If everything is positive in our mind, then we can consider, yes, he is my friend, she is my friend, everybody is my friend, and therefore I must always be in touch with them. That we have to decide. Next is to be realistic in my expectations. Everybody has some expectation in life, and all those expectations, how we can keep in our mind and how we reach to those expectations, that is also related to our positivity. Next point is to make healthy choices. How to make the healthy choices? Problems come in everybody's life, but how to find out the right path that is related to our heart and mind. Then to be grateful for my blessings. Yes, we feel that whatever the blessings are there in my life, I must be very grateful for all those blessings in my life. I also have certain responsibilities to others, to extend a welcome to newcomers. Those who are attending this seminar, those who gave me this opportunity, I would like to feel very happy and to welcome them all. To be of service. What kind of service in the life can we do? Can be decided by the self. We have to decide it. We have to decide what problems are there, how we are going to solve them. And then to recognize that others have a right to live their own lives. Means everybody has a right to live one's own life. We cannot say that all should be united only on single thread of life. No. There can be several ups and downs, how to face the problems, how to overcome all those problems, and how to be happy. That is related to our mind, that is related to our thinking, and therefore to listen not just with my ears but also with my heart. Just Keeping ears open, that doesn't mean that yes, his or hers ears are open listening. No, for that, along with our ears, we have to open our heart, and then we can concentrate over all the things. And then to share my joy as well as my sorrow. There can be the sorrows and joy in everybody's life. To overcome from the sorrows, then definitely we must share our sorrows, those who are very close to us. Whatever the joyful things are there, whatever the joyful moments are there in life, everybody knows that when all those joyful things are their life, joyful points are their life, then we try to share, and sometimes we try to hide our sorrows. But hiding the sorrows, that is really very harmful. Therefore, we must be positive every time. If we are joyous, we must share our joy. If we are sorrowful to very close person, we must share our sorrows to get the solution to those problems. When one is too hurt, one cannot see others' pain. One is too blind with one's own. When one has many weights to lift, one cannot enjoy life. When one has many expectations, one cannot be patient with others. When one has fear, one cannot enjoy life. Now see, controversy ideas are there in all the 4 points. Because one is too hurt, one cannot see others' pain. What I feel, we must try to understand the pains of the others. And one is too blind with one's own. We should not be blind, even though we have 2 eyes and we can see whatever there is in front of our eyes. We must not deny all those things. And whatever the weight we have to lift in our life, we must not feel that we cannot enjoy life. No, that is negative point. We must feel that whatever the problems are there, whatever weight I have to lift, I must lift it. And there can be the many expectation in everybody's life, but for that we have to be patient with others. And whatever the fear is there, with that fear we can't enjoy life. Why I am narrating these things? Because I know for last 32 experience, the students feel that English is very hard. Oh, I can't understand, I can't learn. That is really negativity. Just I would like to share my personal experience in my life. I am from a very small village, and even though I did my MA, PhD, NET English, MA, PhD, NET Linguistics, MA Gold Medalist in Ambedkar Thought, and these things in English medium also. But when I was doing my MA English, I was very fearing. I was not in the position to say anything else. If I say anything else, perhaps I may be wrong, and persons before me can find fault with me. But slowly and slowly, I overcame all those problems. Therefore, my request is all the students, don't be fearful about English. Be very confident and go ahead. Definitely, you will be successful. When one does not give, one is making the heart lonely. So we have to open our heart. We have to say anything else. We have to tell something to anybody else. Otherwise, we can feel very lonely. When one does not take, one is making the heart feel inferior. Yes, if we feel that there is inferiority in my heart and mind, then ultimately it is the negativity. Just keep some hope. When one does not hope, one is shutting oneself into a tight closet. We must have some expectation. We must have some hope. and we must lead the path of hope and expectation. But when one does not love, one is killing oneself. We must love everything else, whatever comes in our way of life. Otherwise, we will kill ourselves. So, what are the principles of ideal life? We need to act courageously. I have already explained that many problems may occur, many hurdles may come in the way of life, and we have to face very courageously all those problems. Argue logically means what? Yes, whatever the points have been discussed or whatever may have been explained, if we feel that we have not understood, or yes, we feel that there are some controversies, then definitely we must logically argue all those points. Next point is answer intelligently. We need to solve all the problems. We need to solve all the questions. And for that, we need to prove ourselves very intelligent. Earn honestly. Earning is very important point in to lead a very successful life. But for that also, our earning must be very honest. Next point is thoroughly. We concentrate on every word, every sentence, and we must feel that what exact meaning is there, and also listen effectively. Whoever speaking before us, we must listen that person, and that will definitely bring some changes. You want and you get, that is luck. We feel that I am very lucky, I got it, so what we want, and if we get all those things, we feel it is my good luck. You want and you wait, that is time. So when luck will come in your life, for that it is possible, we have to be waiting for some time until and unless we get those things. You want, but you compromise, that is life. Many times it happens, I want to do this, that must be in my life, this must be in my life, it must be in my life. We try to understand, try to feel, but it may not be possible. Whatever we expect may come in our hand, may come in our life, but then at that time we have to compromise with those things that can make very happy life. You want, you wait, but don't compromise. That is success. Okay, so whatever we want, we have to wait, but we must not be compromised with anything else. That is called success. It means that when we want to be successful, when we want to get any success, then we need not to have any kind of compromise at all. Now see, that is natural sin. If a drop of water falls in lake, there is no identity. But if it falls on a leaf of lotus, it shines like a pearl. So if we want to be a drop of water and falls in lake, then there will not be our identity at all. Therefore, we need to fall on lotus as a drop, and definitely that drop will shine like a pearl. Means if we if we take everything in our life with positiveness, then definitely our life will be very happy, shining like a, and so choose the right place where it would shine. It depends upon our thinking. What place can make me shine like a pearl? So ultimately, that is related to our heart and mind. And now see, all those things how are connected. So mastering a new language. So there are certain steps. And mastering a new language that has been explained by Michael Prives. The first point is know why you are studying a language. Language learning or learning a language is not something you can just pick up and put away as you please. No. As Language Testing International points out, some languages can take up to 2,760 hours to learn proficiently. And so, even easier languages may be any that will take at least 720 hours. And therefore, what that motivation is can vary from person to person to make sure you have a real reason to learn a language beyond mere curiosity or impressing your peers. The second point is learn core words first. No one can memorize every word in a language. Even if I am talking to you, you feel that, sir, what is the meaning of this word? I can tell it doesn't mean that all those words that we find in the dictionaries can be in my mind. No, that can never be. So instead, there are a series of core words account for the vast majority of what we say in everyday life. In English, for example, 90% of text consists just 4,000 words, while 3 lakh words make up the other 10%. And so, learn the core words first in the language that we want to learn. We are concentrating about learning English language. And so, whatever the words are important there, we have to concentrate on all those words. Third point is practice. What practice we can do while learning a language in our life? Because second and third language, first language that is our mother tongue can be learned without going to school. From the very boyhood, childhood, we can learn that language. But if we want to know other languages, we have to do practice. Learning a language to a very proficient level, I have already mentioned, can take up to 2,760 hours. And suppose if we are studying a language for 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, that is over 5 years of work. And so until and unless we do that practice, it will not be possible for us to master new language. Fourth point is watch foreign language media. Most people use English textbooks to learn basic to intermediate grammar and words, but there is a catch. Those textbooks only teach a very formal version of the language. The result is that when you speak like a textbook in front of a native speaker, you will sound very strange. That is my also personal experience also with talking to the Englishmen. Actually, they are very soft spoken. How are you? What are you doing? What he is saying, we have to be, what are you doing? We say, but they say, hello, how are you? Very silently they speak. So on that also we need to concentrate. And so you should expose yourself to your studied language beyond mere study guides. Foreign media is a great way to immerse yourself. Even if you do not understand what they are saying, noticing the tone and pitch use will help. So how to talk, what to talk and not to talk, that can be decided by self. Next point is, don't be scared of mistakes. Dear friends, nobody in the world is there that he or she cannot make any mistake anytime in life. No. But even we need not to be scared about the mistakes. Everybody can commit mistake anytime in life, but we need not to be scared, because everyone believes that young children are much better at learning languages compared to adults. But one study from the journal Second Language Research has declared that the age at which second language acquisitions begins is not a significant factor. So everyone can commit any mistake, but we need to be aware of that. Yes, I committed that mistake, and that mistake may not commit next time. That is the positive thinking, and definitely we can improve ourselves. Next point is, it speaks with native speakers. I have already told you that if we want to master English, then ultimately we need to talk to native speakers. Where there is stress, fallen or risen, or how to talk, whether our voice should be higher or lower, we need to decide. Actually, whatever language, whether it may be our mother tongue, English, Hindi, Urdu, Gujarati, Kannada, Telugu, whatever it may be, but we have to concentrate on those languages. Here, particularly, I would like to say that if we want to master English language, then on the basic thing we need to concentrate. Actually, talking with a native speaker is the single best way to improve your language skills. But how can you find one? Websites like Italki or Whispeak can help you connect with other across the globe, and also probe your friends and family to see if they know someone who speaks your target language. The seventh point is, look into the foreign culture. A language represents people and their culture. Whatever our language, Indian languages, or whatever our culture, also we need to concentrate. But if we want to learn English, then we need to concentrate on the foreign culture and the languages spoken by them. If you don't value the people or the culture, then you don't value the language. Think about how the Eskimos have 50 words for snow. Okay, and so efforts to learn about the native culture, want to know the native language. According to famous Spanish Academy, learning a language is huge challenge when you have spent hours not making any real progress and humbling your speech. It is easy to wonder if this is really such a good idea. But bilingualism is a valuable tool, as well as multilingualism is also a very valuable tool, where the rewards will easily make up for the effort. Remember the reasons why you decided to practice that language, and the fact that requires constant long practice. Fluency is only a matter of time and effort. If you take a sure effort to immerse yourself in the language, understand the culture, and practice as much as you can, you will find yourself knowing language which can enrich your life and teach you new perspectives. So these 7 points, if we concentrate, definitely can proceed further to master English language very nicely. Other points I would like to discuss with you. 21 ways to build confidence and believe in yourself. How we can build our confidence. How we can be very confident doing anything else in life. For that, we need to believe in ourselves. Unless we believe in ourselves, that will not make us proceed with confidence. Point 1, connect with yourself. Okay, confidence and connection go together since we are most confident when we are real. Means whatever problems we face or whatever the good things come in our way of life, we have to concentrate on all those things with confidence. We are trying to be someone else, please others, or living a life dictated by should. We build and emit confidence when we are true to ourselves. To be true, get clear on your purpose and values. Trying to embody the purpose and values of others will leave you feeling cheap and fake. Therefore, ask yourself what are the things that you know you really need and want. So, hear that nobody can be perfect one. Nobody. And so in that case, lacuna is there. What strategies are there? I need to concentrate on those things, and then I or you, everybody can be able to find out the way out. Next point is open up. Open up to the world and get curious about what's happening around you. Means we need to open our eyes. What is happening there around me, around you, around the world? And if we look all the things around us, then definitely we can find that yes, there is some lacuna, there is something shortage, but how to find our way to overcome all problems in life. So when we get curious, we become lifelong learners. So to become lifelong learners, it is related to our heart and mind, because that is the real positivity in our life that can help us to quiet our inner critic. Criticism is possible. If we can't understand, yes, something is there, yeah, he or she is saying something that may be wrong, you can criticize, no problem. But criticizing it, we also need to concentrate on all those problems. Because building confidence depends on openness. When we believe that options exist and that gifts are to be found in challenges, we find ways to thrive. And so we feel relaxed knowing we are living in the hand of possibility. Next point is notice how you show up. That is also related to how to build our confidence. Build confidence requires being yourself without apology. Permission to be you is about stepping into your greatness. It's about being responsible for your impact, but not holding back. It's saying to yourself that you matter and adding in self-care as part of your daily life. What path I am treading? Problems are there? What solution can be taken by me? Ultimately, all those things are related to our thinking, and therefore we need to know that matter builds our confidence. The question then becomes how you can learn into that truth. The best way to remember that you matter and ignite your sparks is to develop a daily ground practice. If you want to learn English in a very nice way, so every day you need to do your concentration on all the practices, how I am going to speak English every day in my life. Another way to know we matter is to surround ourselves with people who truly care about us. These people are a constant source of support and help you feel like the best version of yourself. Dear students, all your teachers, you must concentrate on them. Yes, these are my teachers. They can help me to develop my language. If you do it, not only language, but if you want to do something in life, you can take the help of anybody else. Next point is forget about your screw ups. We all make mistakes. I already told you that I don't make any mistake in my life. Everybody can make some or the other mistake in life. And so the key is there when you want to build confidence, it is to learn from them instead of letting them make you question your self-worth. So we need to concentrate on our heart and mind. We must ask what is wrong with me or what wrong I am doing, how I can be able to overcome all the problems in my life, how I have to face can be decided by self. Repair anything that needs fixing, apologize for anything that asks for a sincere I am sorry, be part of the solution, and then let the screw ups go. Going over your mistake is a great way to see where you get stuck, but going over them again and again doesn't help you or anyone else. That kind of self flagellation only harms your spirit, and therefore we need to understand what problems are there, what mistakes I have been committing, and I commit same mistake once, twice, thrice, every time, then definitely mistake can be the source of my heart mind. So how to throw away that negativity from our mind, that is important. Next point is immerse yourself in creativity. Means how and what we are going to create. When we create, we bypass the stuff that is going around in our heads that has us questioning ourselves, the thoughts that make us self-conscious, stall, and paralyzed. What is your self-consciousness? What is my self-consciousness? We need to be very conscious about everything else. And we might think we aren't, but the more realistic is that we haven't tapped in creativity in a long time. It feels lost. Means I would like to say, means what is there wrong in my heart and mind, whether it is wrong or right, And if it is right, then no problem, it is right. But if I feel that yes, I made some mistakes here, every time I am going to commit mistake, so I have to overcome that mistakes. Until and unless we overcome mistakes in our life, we cannot be successful one. If we want to be successful one, then we need to throw away all such negative problems, negative things in our mind. Next point is dance through your days. Dance through your days, it doesn't mean that going on only for the dance or just I am dancing here and there. No. By approaching your day with the attitude that gems to be found, you are confirming that you are not judging your circumstances. Means whatever the circumstances occur in the path of our life, we have to concentrate and manage. But leading our through our days and that our life is important. And so we need to think about when we are preparing to take action. Means what action we need to take in the life. We have to very concentrate over it. Because approaching things with the understanding that we have and can set ourselves up for success, even if the choices are limited, let us we feel confident. But we know very well that there can be the choices very less. Next point is embrace failure. When we shy away from failure, we are attempting to prevent it. We go into protective mode. The energy, thoughts, and actions certainly issue from seeking to protect ourselves from failure undermines our confidence, and therefore we become wobbly and vigilant. Vigilance involves tightness, a contraction. In order to build confidence, we need to expand. And the only way we can do that is to take risk. Several risks may occur in the way of our life many times, but we need to face all those problems, all those mistakes with confidence. Next point is never speak against yourself. You should always do your best to offer constructive feedback to yourself regarding whatever actions you are taking. But there is no need for judgment or harshness. Judgment, if you take, may be right or wrong. Let the others take judgment. And we need not to be very harsh. We have to avoid the harshness. Confidence is built with love, not false praise, but honest kindness that affirms and boosts. So we need not to be shy about celebrating our victories, no matter how tiny. Confidence is built by letting our body and mind soak in what is going well, what you did that was awesome, what is special about you, etc., etc. we can do. Once again, I will try to make you back in my life. I have already spoken that I am a very person coming from a village. There was nothing good facilities for learning. In spite of that, I came here. I began my life as a high school teacher, then central school teacher, then junior college teacher, and then senior college teacher. See the journey. Dear all students, please take things positively in your life. Definitely, you will be very successful in your life. Decide your target. Aim at the sky. मीन्स वॉट एवर योर टारगेट कैन बी. ऐसा कहा जाता है भाई बिल्ली देखती है कि भाई मैं आसमान को छू जाऊं क्या, और गांव की बात यह है वो बिल्ली एक दिन देखती है कि मैं आसमान को छू सकती है, मैं किसी खिड़की से कूद सकती हूँ, किधर से कूद सकती हूँ, कोई दीवार से कूद सकती हूँ, तो क्या मैं आसमान पे चढ़ सकती हूँ? बिल्ली को लगता है. अभी बिल्ली सोचती है क्या समझ लीजिए. अब बिल्ली तो ऐसे सोचती है कि बिल्ली एक छलांग लेने की कोशिश करती है और वो फट से जाके, मराठीत ज्याला शिकं म्हणतात, त्यावर जाऊन ती पडते आणि तिथे तिला दही मिळते खायला आणि ती मस्त डोळे मिळून खात बसते. सो डिअर फ्रेंड्स, क्या है, डिसाइड युअर टारगेट वेयर यू वांट टू रीच, and if you try to reach that target, definitely you will be successful in your life. Next point is choose a goal. When you choose goals that you want to work towards, you instill a sense of motivation that will push you toward the things you want to achieve. Means whatever goal is there in your life, and if you decide that yes, that is my target, that is my goal, I have to reach to that target, I have to reach that height, then if you travel or if you just make your journey towards that goal, towards that target, definitely, dear friends, you will be very successful. So start with short-term goals and then create long-term goals. When you see a brighter future for yourself through what you are accomplishing, your confidence will soar. So we need to be very, very confident to be successful in our life. So that is my suggestion. Don't keep in your mind that English is very difficult to study. I am unable to do it. So throw away all negative thoughts from your mind. Yes, what problem I have to face? Yes, I can't understand the meaning of this word. Then definitely I will find dictionary. I will find that word in the sentence. What is the meaning of it? We need to concentrate over it. Then last point is 10. Enjoy the process. How can we enjoy the process? For that, we need not to take anything negatively. We need to be very serious about the things. If we laugh and play while building our confidence, we will not only be more confident, but we will increase our joy. Need to be very positive about anything else, any language, then definitely it is possible. You 1, 2, 3, as many languages as possible you can learn, but for that you need to be very positive about it. Definitely, do we notice that these steps spell out confidence? If we are feeling creative and motivated, we need to try making ourselves our acronym list with things we believe that will help us build confidence in our daily life. Each day, cultivate positive self-task and be ourselves own cheerleader as we work on becoming the best version of ourselves. And so everyone has to start somewhere. So choose one of the tips above and begin your own confidence journey. More specifically, a performance coach with a background in leadership and then development, peak performance. It is not related to me, it is related to you, everybody else. Personal and professional growth and helping others discover what's next for them. So how many years we have spent in our life? What we have done during our life journey? We have to concentrate whether we are always positive about all those things or not. And so if we think positively, we will get the positive results. अब मैं अंत पे आने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि थोड़ा मेरे को कॉलेज में अब जाना है। तो ऐसे कहा जाता है कि हर कामयाबी पे आपका नाम होगा, आपके हर कदम पे दुनिया का सलाम होगा, मुश्किलों का सामना हिम्मत से करना, दुआ है एक दिन वक्त भी आपका गुलाम होगा, वक्त भी आपका गुलाम होगा। और इसी बारे में कहता है कि हमारी मंजिल क्या होनी चाहिए, कैसी होनी चाहिए। मंजिल मिल ही जाएगी, भटकते हुए ही सही, भटकते हुए मेरी मंजिल मिल गई है। गुमराह तो वो है जो घर से निकले ही। I began this lecture with aim at the sky. Last three words are and shoot high. I am very thankful to the organizers and all the participants. Thank you very much.
It's really a splendid session, sir. Now it's the time for question answering section.
No problem, madam. Yes.
So student, if you have any questions, so you can post it in chat box. Student, you can ask your question, beta. If you have.
Yeah, I feel they are not interested in any question.
I think they don't have as such any questions, sir, as you
Okay,
illustrated
thank
so
you.
nicely. So
Thank
thank you, sir, for such an illuminating session. Well, to conclude today's session, I would like to say, as all good things come to an end in life, so is this webinar. On behalf of Prana College of Commerce, I take this opportunity to propose a vote of thanks for today's session of online certificate course in communication skills organized by our institute. At the outset, I thank our chief guest and resource person, Dr. Manish Wankhede. We are really enlightened with your knowledge and presence, sir. The points you highlighted, especially about responsibility, to be loyal and to please oneself first, to enjoy life, we have to overcome from fear, principle of idle life, that's act courageously, archaeologically, honestly, and for mastering language, one must know the reason why he or she is studying that language. For that, one must learn core words, to do practice, watch foreign language media, and not to scared of mistakes and all. Are illustrated so lucidly and excellently, sir, that it will help our students to clear their doubts regarding this topic. We are thankful to our Honorable President, Professor R.C. Gulhane, sir, and the Secretary, Dr. S.C. Gulhane, sir, for their continuous motivation and support. I would like to thank our respected director, Dr. Praveen Joshi, sir, for his ceaseless inspiration to us. I would like to thank our respected principal, Dr. Ujjwal Agarwal, sir, for his enthusiastic support. A special thanks to the organizing committee, teaching and non-teaching staff for their unflinching support and coordination. Our heartfelt thanks to our students for their active participation. With these warm words and a kind message, we move to the end of today's session. Tomorrow, we will meet on the same time with our distinguished personality. Till then, have a nice day and take care of yourself. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
you. Thank you all.